Oh, what a spectacular Saturday. Take a look at this live look at downtown Indianapolis. You have a few puffy clouds. The temperatures are comfortable. I hope you got outside and enjoyed it. This is really weather perfection, Rob.
Yeah, I mean, beautiful during the daytime. Overnight, it has been crisp and cool, so that has allowed people to enjoy an almost taste of fall. I think we're going to see that for a few more days before we start to see some changes. There's a look at satellite and radar. We are expecting clear skies to continue, with the exception of a few of those clouds that develop each afternoon. So look at the clear skies there, looking pretty good. Now, temperature-wise, we are currently sitting into the 60s for most of you, but there are a few 70s that have popped up, and we did make it up to 71 for our daytime high. But now we have started that slide, losing some of that heating of the day and expecting to cool down pretty dramatically through the next several hours. In fact, if you're headed out to maybe the Purdue game, we're looking at temperatures going out of the 60s, eventually into the 50s. We're looking at temperatures to end up in the 40s overnight, and this may not be the last night in the 40s. In fact, I think tomorrow night may be a chillier night than even we're looking at for tonight, especially as the winds cool down and we have this dry air mass that's in place. Looking ahead to your forecast for tomorrow, after starting out in the temperatures with temperatures into the upper 40s, I think very quickly we're going to warm back up. Plenty of sunshine here. We'll go into the 60s by midday. By the afternoon, we'll be back into the 70s. And maybe this taste of fall is a little bit too early for you. Don't worry. We're going to return to 80s in a big way coming up in the forecast. I'll have a look at that for you in just a few. Jenny?
All right, see you then, Rob. Thanks so much. Tonight, police in Muncie are investigating 3 shootings in 5 hours across Delaware County. So police say the first happened around 8:30 last night at an apartment on Walnut Street. That's where officers found 2 men with gunshot wounds. A 27-year-old now in critical condition. A 24-year-old man is said to be stable. Just before midnight, 2 more men were shot at a convenience store at Madison and Willard Streets. Both of those victims are expected to recover. And then, less than an hour later, first responders treated a 52-year-old man who'd been shot. Investigators say these were 3 separate shootings. They ask anyone with information to call Muncie police. Around this time 4 years ago, Camp Atterbury became a temporary home for thousands of Afghan refugees. Well, now Indiana's Afghan community is celebrating its progress and appreciation for the Hoosier State. Our Ella Rhodes caught up with them today at UIndy.
Afghan children proudly sang the Star-Spangled Banner and the song of their home country to celebrate their appreciation for their 2 homes. Najia Sherzad Hashman was one of the thousands who fled Afghanistan with her children when the Taliban took over.
Being parents and having young children, it was so hard to leave everything behind, our homes, our loved ones, and the country. And it was, I would say, it was a disaster of a nation.
But she found refuge here in Indiana.
You feel a sense of belonging here because the Hoosiers' hospitality is really great. And we are so blessed and grateful to have this new homes here, new life here with our families.
She and her family stayed at Camp Atterbury for 2 months when they first arrived in the U.S. For her community, it represents the start of a new life.
We have had very good memories there, connecting with the military and being hosted by them, the hospitality, and finally the feeling, the sense of safety that we felt inside Camp Atterbury. We go back to those memories.
Najia created the Afghan American Community Center to support and share their home country's culture.
We are trying to build bridges of friendship, of connection between our community and the broader community here in Indiana.
At its 3rd annual Culture Fest, board member Waris Waqif says it's the perfect opportunity for the rest of the community to understand the food, language, music, clothing, and tradition that represents Afghanistan.
We are gathering here with our American friends to have kinds of connection and common value that we need to progress in our community.
Building community, friendship, and a future. In Indy, Ella Rhodes, 13 News.
And the Afghan American Community Center plans to continue the cultural festival every year. Hey, check out the crowds today at a free community concert put on by comedian, actor, and hometown star Mike Epps. Hundreds of people attending the 2nd annual family-friendly event at Washington Park. Besides live music, there was also a focus on community mental health. It's a cause Epps says is key to improving people's lives.
Cities of these communities, that's one of the number one things that we deal with every day is mental health. So in order to attack that, you have to start with things like this. You have to have community events. You have to bring the neighborhood together, get people to get to know each other, give people hope.
And people today also enjoyed food trucks, art displays, and cult-sponsored activities for kids.